Welcome to another installment of LIGHTSKIN Television. I'm your host, LIGHTSKIN U, aka DJ Super God. We're going to cover today day 2 of Royalty, which is going down in Richmond, Virginia, January 12th. Top of the year 2020, coming into a new year, new decade. A lot of excitement in the air. This is a combination of dual representation between Queen of the Ring and Smack URL. Experiment of sorts. Debo, Smack, join forces. I'm drinking my LIGHTSKIN punch from a LIGHTSKIN television cup, as usual. We're going to cover all these battles. It's a preview. We've got proving grounds, we got sparring sessions, we got one-offs. I think there's 13 battles total. 13 battles fit into one day. I don't know how they're going to cover this in 6 or 7 hours, but you know, we got professionals in charge of this thing, and I'm sure they can pull it off. Well, we'll start with Blue Cocaine versus Diablo. It's not a proving grounds, it's a sparring session. Blue Cocaine, she's quickly moving up the charts. You saw on RBE. Facing Floss the Boss. She did a very good job against Floss the Boss. That was debatable. A lot of people saw it going either way. If she can battle a dude and take it to a dude with that much experience on big stages and small stages such as Floss the Boss from Bridgeton, New Jersey, I'm sure she'll do a great job against Diablo. Recently, Blue has been moving up the charts quickly. She's had quite a few battles in the second half of the season, second half of the year in 2019, going into 2020. This being New Year's Eve that I'm doing this broadcast. We look for big things from Blue Cocaine, coming out of the Atlanta area, but known for her prowess in the South Carolina battling scene. Looking at my notes, Blue's talented outside of battle rap. She does a lot of things where she has her own fan base. As far as the acting, the skits, freestyling, making music. Very talented individual. Good sister. She doesn't like you to harp on her great looks. She's very good looking, but she doesn't like you to harp on that. Harp on the talent. You know what I mean? Respect what she delivers, what she's giving you. She got personality, she got bars, huge fan base, like I said, but she's facing Diablo. Diablo is very well known in the Deep South also, especially Tennessee. She's got deep voice. She had a tough loss to Yoshi a couple years back. I think it was 2017. She got that Deep South, deep voice, tough walk, tough talk, disrespectful approach towards her opponents. You know what I mean? It should make for a good battle, and it's a style clash because Blue is not a bully per se, but you know, she speak her shit. You know what I mean? Diablo she might bring, being it's not a 3-round battle, it might not present a big problem to Blue as far as the aggressiveness. Diablo being all in her face is only 1 round. I don't know how long the round is, but I think it would serve Blue better to go first and set the tone. Diablo could be dangerous if she goes first with that type of approach and style that she has. How it'll turn out, nobody knows. We'll find out that day, which is on a Sunday, July 12th, Richmond, Virginia, like I said. What else we got here? We got La G, Florida Queen. Used to battling dudes going against LS. LS is like the female, I call it a female O Solo. 1 rapper bring 2 rappers. 2 rappers bring 3. 3 rappers bring more rappers. All in the place to be. Now, she sounds like a female to me. A female O Solo. She got a unique style, a slow cadence, and she's entertaining. Her against La G. La G's known to jump into battles. You know what I mean? Used as a prop sometimes for males. male battle rappers down south. You know what I mean? It should create a different style clash. Something I can see this being an entertaining battle, but a battle you would want to go. You want to place them first or second on the list as far as the order of battles that day, and I'm sure they will be. LS versus Logic. Cover Blue Cocaine versus Diablo. Red Bangs Don't Bang. The Titty Bar Queen. We're not going to focus on her huge titties. She's a Cali queen, West Coast queen. She got that bully style, push you around, in your face. Going up against Eon, excuse me. Eon also battled Diablo, who's also on the card. And Eon, that was debatable. That could have went either way. I don't know much about her. I just know she's fearless, and that'll be a hell of a style matchup versus Red Bangs Don't Bang. We'll see how that turns out. Rod B, one of New Jersey battle rap kings. Battled a bunch of legends. Got a hell of a resume. He's known for his schemes, and he's great when he got home. I noticed one thing about Rod B. When he got home field advantage, he got fans behind him, a support base. He come out stronger. On the road, not saying he's not strong, but his battles turn out better when he got his own fan base behind him, like most rappers, but it's a little bit different. He's so used to battling in New Jersey on UW. He got his fan base in Jersey, in that area, but I don't know how good he's going to do coming to Richmond, battling Profilini. Profilini is straight NWX, so you know he's going to have the support behind him, no doubt, no matter what city, which state he battles in. He's an Iowa product, aggressive. He had a debatable with Chef Trez back in the day, well, in the summer. He's a crowd favorite. People like really rally behind Profilini. I think he'll do very well against Rod B. Rod B, maybe he might have more of a better track record, bigger resume. And as far as experience, I'm not sure as far as the level of experience. It just seems like Rod B will be ready, ready for this big stage. But Profilini's on a roll right now. I think Profilini has he has the momentum in his favor. I can see Profilini doing some shit, but I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. I just think shit is stacked against Rod B because he's out of town, and Profilini, you know what I mean, he can rock the crowd anywhere. So it might be a preference battle. Sheed Happens versus Bars Major. Everybody knows Sheed got a different style. It's theatrical. He's a fan favorite. Great schemer. He's great with the schemes. And he's coming off a great battle with Zeus. Zeus the God. You know what I mean? So he's a goonie. He's going to have his entourage. I don't want to call him a gas station. The Goonies just support their own. The gas station is the collection of fans, and I coined this phrase years ago. I hear everybody using it on the internet now. Gas station is the collection of fans that add that extra gas behind a rapper, whether he deserves it or not. He or she deserves it or not. Gas station usually consists of 4 or more members of the fans on the stage, and it's unfair to call Goonies a gas station, but they will support him. Bars Major, he loud and wild. He showed up well versus Prez Mafia. I'm going to give him that. He got really clever bars, and he's a down south staple. If he was in, he's not in the deep south battling Richmond, so he's not really, I'm not going to say he's not going to be comfortable, but he's not in his habitat per se. You know what I mean? That might work against him. Sheed Happens has that wild style that people probably gravitate towards in this battle. Taking nothing against Bars Major, he better come with the bars. The bars is the only thing that's going to put him over. Over top Sheed Happens in this atmosphere, in this setting. Now we move forward. We'll go into the regular one-off battles. Tony Blanco versus Yoshi G. This is going to be interesting. This is a battle, a war of the petites. Usually you have people battle women, usually to battle Yoshi G, are towering in height over her, bigger, tough talking, trying to intimidate her, trying to shake her. It's not going to happen this time. Not saying it's happened before, but it really won't happen this time. Tony Blanco might be smaller or as small as Yoshi, but Tony Blanco's confident. She got that crowd control, good material. The thing I have with Tony Blanco, her delivery and cadence is not really fluid. She stops and goes. I've seen in like battles of hers in the past, I'm not saying she struggles with her bars, but it's just not fluid as it needs to be in a battle like this. Yoshi G, on the other hand, I've seen her in battles where I think she rushes through very good material. She got very good bars, very good material, but seems like she's trying to get through the round quick, at least in the past, without mistake. I think she'll be mistake free. She's been very active lately. She's been on a tear. She's building a great resume. I think it's just time for bigger names. She's been on like every major platform, every minor platform. She's battled all kinds of different type of talent, but it's time for her to get bigger names on her plate, and she deserves it. I believe she put in the work. She's going to have a competitive one against Tony Blanco, but she's known as the intellectual thotty. You know what I mean? She come with the bars. You have to think hard. When you listen to what Yoshi says, it'll go over your head. Sometimes you got to catch it on the replay on video. But she's lovable, hilarious at the same time. Her personality and bars might take over Tony Blanco. Tony Blanco is going to have to be on her A game to be able to withstand what Yoshi's going to bring to her. That's just in my opinion. Next, Charisma and Lady J. Damn. See, Lady J's on a nice tear too this in 2019 going into 2020. She might have met her match right here. I think this will be Lady J's best opponent to date. Charisma, you know, she's very good on the verbal war zone, rapping over beats. When it comes to rapping over tracks, she's very fluid. You know what I mean? She's a beast with the bars. I think she's one of the most underrated femcs in the industry as far as the battle rap crowd. And you know, potentially when she moves up in the industry, she'll probably still be underrated. I don't know what it is. People don't gravitate towards her like she should, and she's battled all the big names. You know what I mean? She ain't afraid of nobody. She confident. She bring it to you strong. I like what she brings to the table. But Lady J, she's smooth. She's direct and fearless. She's a good sport. She's intelligent. She'll get right in your face, but with Lady J, she doesn't try to project herself as a bully or nothing like that. She brings sexiness to the ring, and that confidence and strong lyricism is probably going to be something that makes this a great battle. You know, it can go either way. It depends on what lady brings what to the table. But Charisma, I'm sure, will be ready. Lady J will be ready. Lady J, I think she has less experience against big opponents than Charisma, but it may not matter in that match because it's what you do that day. It's on a Sunday, like I say, any given Sunday, like they say in sports. What we got next? Jay Moore, Brooklyn Carter. Brooklyn Carter's a loud dude. He's loud. He's been on the Proven Grounds forever. Proven Ground Hall of Famer, you might as well call him. Got a lot of energy, like I said. He got that rapid fire. He got the rapid fire flow. That's what I like about him. There's no breaks in between what he's spitting. Like, he memorizes his bars. He go right through them. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna stop and repeat for you. Brooklyn Carter, you know, you can tell he studies his own craft, and he comes prepared every time. Unfortunately, you don't get to see. You don't feel most of his personality through his bars because he says them so quick, so rapid fire, which is great when you're in a time battle with, you know, a few minutes each round. But in a one-off, he should want to take his time, project to the crowd, and allow people to feel what he's displaying to them verbally. You know what I mean? Jay Moore, his op, intelligent, slick talker. I think he beat Kid Chaos in the past. I saw that battle. I think he edged Kid Chaos. And Kid Chaos, as you know, is someone who's very popular right now, who's bringing that shit. But Jay Moore is a good opponent for Brooklyn Carter. This whoever called this one or put this one together, this particular matchup right here, I think is dead even. We'll just find out what's what. Brooklyn Carter may have more experience with bigger names, but Jay Moore might be someone who's a bad matchup for him, if that makes any sense. Jay Moore might have what it takes to beat a Brooklyn Carter. Easy to Block Captain versus DG the Piranha next. DG got that high pitched voice. You know, he hits with every bar. Plenty of personality, but easy to block captain. I like him for his bar breakdown and deciphering, especially what he did with Cassidy and Goods. He took the time to post like a half-an-hour video on, or maybe longer than that, on every word, every lyric, every bar between Cassidy and Goods to give everyone a better understanding of what MC said what and how it was delivered and whether it should have hit harder or less. He's great at that. He's faced major opponents throughout his career. He's a staple in Philadelphia battle rap. He's got that serious Philadelphia accent. He got that killer Philly accent. Does that work for him or against him? I don't know. We're in Richmond. We're going to find out. Should be an interesting battle. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody getting destroyed in this. Should be very competitive at the least. Go forth to Truth Watson versus T.Y. Truth Watson studies his opponent very well. Great at personals. He's gonna come to you with all the personals. Pause. T.Y. representing Light Skin Nation. My man T.Y. Very active lately. Came a long way in his career. Is he ready for Truth Watson and vice versa? We'll find out. They both can use a win to project their career further right here. They want to get out of this one-off stage. You know, they want to get on these big stages now, I'm sure. You know what I mean? So I think the winner of this battle will take this thing further and become more noticed in major battle rap. Jay Kruger, veteran. Loud. Down with that loud. From Bridgeton, New Jersey. You know, South Jersey boy. Going up against Rube Bando, who's a crowd favorite right now. Rube Bando's hot right now. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people going to try to lean towards Rube Bando in the battle, but Kruger might come with that veteran experience. I don't know how to call this. I'm not going to call it. I'm not much of a prediction person. I'm just doing a preview, and I'm just telling you what I think might go down. I think it'll be a close one. I don't see nobody taking nobody out clearly, but this might be one of your biggest debatables that day on Sunday. Jack Boy Maine and True Foe. Jack Boy Maine, if he loses this battle, it'll be a complete step down. No disrespect to True Foe, because his trajectory in battle rap is going forward, is going up. You know what I mean? In his region, he's the man. But Jack Boy Maine had a rough 2019. He's got to start the top of 2020 off with a win against anybody at this point. And why not True Foe? Jack Boy Maine, like I said, this will be huge for him. If he gets destroyed here, if he chokes or something, no disrespect to Jack Boy Maine, it's going to be rough, man. The internet's going to let him have it, man. But if he has a very convincing battle, he's back in the fold. We'll put 2019 behind us, and I'm sure a lot of great big plates will come for Jack Boy Maine. You know what I mean? They'll be lining it up. We got Panic, female MC, versus Nemesis. I've seen a good amount of Panic. Panic is a Chicago female MC. She's involved in this scene real heavy. She's had her share of wins and losses, but Nemesis, a Carolina product, might be where the buck stops. It's going to be a hard battle. The way they match up, I just don't see Panic getting through Nemesis. Not this time. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, call me on it. Please don't slap me around, Panic, if you see me. But like I said, I don't do much of the predictions. I'm a preview guy. It's my preview show, and that's the way I see it working out. So as we wrap up day 2 of Royalty in Richmond, the big names I think to look for that come out shining: Blue Cocaine, Yoshi G, LS, Charisma, definitely. Maybe Charisma and Lady J in the same battle. That might be the battle of the night. Could be. Everything else is pretty debatable. Jackboy Maine, I think he'll have a very great night. I think Jackboy Maine is probably the biggest name on the card, and Jackboy Maine might dominate better than any MC on the card. That's my wrap up. Lightskin U, aka DJ Super God, for Lightskin Television. Tune in if you can make it to Royalty. Get down there. If not, pay-per-view. I'm gonna come back in a couple days. You know what I mean? And enjoy your New Year. Happy New Year 2020. I'm gonna come back in a couple days, and I'm gonna cover day 1. But I had to get day 2. I'm really interested in covering day 2, and I doubt anybody will take the time to cover day 2 but myself. We'll see what happens. Peace and love, everybody.